Hey y'all, good morning. So, like I always say on my channel, we talk about everything, right? Okay. So this morning I saw this tweet and it was a video of one of the US House of Representatives making a joke about another representative or congressperson, and the joke was a little bit to me in bad taste. But before I get into it, let's look at the joke.
Actually, I have an Ilhan story for you. So, the other night on the House floor was not my first Jihad Squad moment. So, I was getting into an elevator with one of my staffers, and he and I we're leaving the Capitol. We're going back to my office, and we get in the elevator, and I see a Capitol police officer running hurriedly to the elevator. I see fret all over his face, and he's reaching, and I'm like, "What? I can't. The door's shutting. Like I can't open it. Like what's happening?" I look to my left, and there she is, Ilhan Omar. Oops. And I said, "Well, she doesn't have a backpack. We should be fine." So we only had one floor to go, and I was like, do I say it or not? I looked over, and I said, "Oh, look, the Jihad Squad decided to show up for work today." Don't worry, it's just her staffers on Twitter that talk for her. She's not tough in person. She doesn't, yes. So, there's a little bit of interactions with these folks there.
Okay, so her name is Lauren Boebert, and she was making a joke about Ilhan Omar. So Lauren Boebert, she's a representative of the Republican Party, and she's the representative for Colorado's 3rd Congressional District. She was making a joke about Ilhan Omar, who is a Democratic representative of Minnesota's 5th Congressional District. Okay, so obviously two girls who are definitely both on two total different sides of the political aisle, all right? So my issue with this is, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like the left, and I hate these terms, I really hate labels, but that's how they're described. So the left, like the Democratic side, I know they have done so much. I mean, it's only been less than a year since Joe Biden took office, and there's been so many changes that have even affected my life. So I'm really not too thrilled with them. I don't like their rhetoric. I don't like how they use terms like white supremacy and things like that to divide people. So I call them out any chance I get. Like any chance I get, I'm calling them out because I don't like all that stuff. Like I don't like all that negativity, okay? But this right here too, I definitely have to call it out. So in the beginning of last summer, like when I started really like looking into politics and different parties and all that, you know, all these different labels, I was excited. I'm not gonna hold you. I was excited to see all these new ways of thinking. I just, you know, because you thrust yourself into this whole, it's like you're educating yourself with this whole other side of things that you never even looked at before. So it is like an exciting move and everything. But then you realize with people, period, people are people. And that's why I always say I don't worship people, I worship God. Because people will disappoint because people aren't perfect, right? So now this girl, she's making this joke and she's saying all this stuff. She doesn't have her backpack, you know, the Jihad Squad and stuff. Guess what, right? I like comedians. Comedians make terrible jokes and I laugh at them, okay? You're a civil servant. Certain jokes I don't think should be taped and coming out your mouth where you're talking to an audience of people. Me as a nurse, yeah, I laugh at jokes all the time, and you know what I'm saying? But as a nurse, I can't be addressing like patients and then making Jihad Squad jokes or white supremacy jokes. That's what I'm saying. You have to represent you're representing the 3rd Congressional District. Do you know everybody in that district? I don't know. Maybe there are some Muslims in that district. I'm just saying. And then secondly, it's a shame how like the divide is so real. Like I said, I'm gonna call it out wherever I see it. If we only knew how much we were more alike than different, it would probably surprise us. But a lot of people don't know, like, okay, I'm a Christian, right? I'm a Seventh Days Adventist, I'm a Christian. But a lot of people don't know. People think Muslims is like, because I know how people think, they think surface level. Okay, Muslims are on the left, you know, and Jews and Christians are on the right, and that's how it goes, right? And that's why I hate all I hate labels, because that is not how it goes. You know, people are people, number one. And number two, a lot of people don't realize that Muslims are very conservative. Like, not saying that they have to be for me to be making this point, but it's because these jokes get made and you don't know what you're really talking about. And as a Christian, I'm not allowed to judge another religion. Period. I'm not allowed to. But I can tell you, okay, trust me, this representative Ilhan Omar, I'm not a supporter of her. She makes very ridiculous points about defund the police and what did she say? Empty out the prison systems. I think that is absolutely insane. You know, that type of stuff they're into. She's all about like pro-abortion rights and all that, like fighting for abortion. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do with their body, okay? But she's like, you know, she's fighting about these women's rights. But for real, in the Muslim religion, that's not a thing, you know? So that doesn't represent the Muslim or the Islam faith. It doesn't. And so a lot of these politicians, I mean, you know, their face value. But I'm not here to even judge her on how she worships in her faith. But that's the thing. So this girl making these jokes will say, but she's a Christian. I'm sure she'll be like, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Great. So we have to act a little bit more like it. That's the point that I'm making. I am not better than anybody. And by me being a sinner and a Christian, I can honestly tell you that and not try to hide that from anybody. I'm bad. Okay? I'm bad. And I ask God for forgiveness every day. But I felt like I had to make this video because of that point. We get into a point in a nation where like these jokes, they're not going to help anybody. Like I said, I hate it from both sides. That's number one. And number two, you will represent yourself as a conservative, as a Christian, you know, but then these jokes, they don't work. And the most I can even say to tell you, like, I can give you an example of somebody else who she, you know, I don't know these people. I don't know them, but the examples, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene, when she was going off about vaccine mandates, she was like, you know, religious exemption is religious exemption for all religions. And she was like, you know, Christian, Muslims, everybody. We need to all come together and realize this religious exemption is needed for all of our religions. This woman probably doesn't know, I don't know if she knows Muslims or not or whatever, but I guess she realized, like, I'm representing the American people. So she's not going to try to make, you know, whether she does it at home, I don't know. But in front of people, she's not going to make a divisive comment. So I could give her props on that. That's all I'm saying. As a representative of people in this country, as a civil servant, but number one, as a Christian, we need to do better. We all can do better. We need to do better, you know? And I have faith in people, though, because I'm seeing a lot of great things. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. I saw a lot of gratefulness and thankfulness, and I am thankful. And I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful for y'all. I'm thankful for y'all watching my videos. I'm thankful to all my subscribers. And all I can say is I hope I always keep it real with y'all and represent myself, my faith, and everything else that I believe in, and the best as possible, because I'm talking to you guys, and that does mean something to me. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll see you at the next video. Thank you for listening. Bye.